Okay, back to my story. My sister had been diagnosed finally with ovarian cancer, and then she broke her hip and just wasn't doing well at all, and so finally had to move her to a rehab facility. And that was when COVID really hit hard. And so I think actually the week that she had died was the week that the nursing homes went on lockdown, shut down, whatever you want to call it. And she, I think, went there over the weekend, one weekend, and we couldn't see her because they had put her in isolation. She was running a fever, and I think it was closed anyway. They weren't letting anybody in. So the only way that we could even talk to her was either on the phone, or we would stand outside her window. Well, she was confused a lot of the time and had trouble talking on the phone, and we couldn't get any kind of straight answers out of her anyway. And I think we had seen her in the hospital, and then they moved her to the rehab over the weekend. And then we called her several times, and we went and stood at her window a couple of different times and talked to her. And so the last time we saw her was on a Thursday, and we had all gone to her window to see her and talk to her, and she just could not get her remote control to go down enough, the volume to go down enough that she could even hear us. So, we left her and, just waved goodbye and smiled and left her, and then she died the next morning. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Sorry, I had to go through drive-through here. But anyway, so that was in April. Then May, my oldest brother, had a massive heart attack on Memorial Day and died that night. And they were never able to revive him at all. He just basically died. And nothing they could do. And I had seen him that day. And we hadn't gotten along that great. I don't think that didn't kill him, because if any time we didn't get along great or had an argument, if he'd have died every time, he'd been dead many years ago. So, I hate that it happened that way, but it did happen that way. And so that was kind of up to that point in time, and it was a rough kind of couple of years dealing with everything. But life went on, and, I continued taking care of grandkids and being a wife, mother, grandmother, all that good stuff. And of course, most of my kids are all grown up now. I have a few that are still in school, high school, elementary. But the rest of them are college, or, they're working. So anyway, just found out last week, actually, that my grandson and his wife are going to have baby number 3. They have a 13-year-old boy, a 7-year-old girl, and now baby number 3. It was a surprise. It wasn't really expected, but they're not unhappy about it at all. And I think they were shook up for a little bit, but they're fine with it, and we're all happy. So I'm going to have a new baby soon. That's about all that's going on with me. I just wanted to check in and let you know that I am still around and kicking, and I will try to check in with a little more, I don't know, with a little bit more often. I probably will only use YouTube to document things that are going on in my kid's life and for my purpose, because like I said, I don't have anything to really talk to y'all about. I'm kind of boring. But anyway, I did want to say hi, and I hope everybody is doing well. And if you happen to remember me or anything, I'd appreciate any kind of comments. So it was good to talk to you again, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.